first round of the NBA playoffs continues as we get ready for Game 2 on EA Sports. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan, tonight the New York Knicks getting set to take on the four-time defending Eastern Conference champs, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Knicks coming into play. They were winners in Game 1, as expected, on their home floor. They'll look to build on that advantage here at home in Game 2.
And Game 1 went as expected. But now, as the higher seed, you still got to take care of business in Game 2. As a road team, all you're looking to do is split one of these first 2 games.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Kevin Love sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Love. No good. Defense catching a break there. Short jumper misses. To Evans. Love. Deep left corner. Screen coming. Knox with the board. To Julius Randle. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Here comes the screen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Down to Randle. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Kevin Knox. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Julius Randle with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Evans. To Love. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
It goes down.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
To Clarkson. Rebounds pulled down by New York. Hayden with the basketball. The score 10-8 to Monroe. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Cleveland has the basketball. The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper, won't fall.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Here comes the screen. To Payton. No good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Payton into the front court. It's 12-10. To Monroe. That's no good. Evans. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Payton to Julius Randle. Missed a wide open look. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Julius Randle, couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Knight into the front court. It's 14-12. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Knicks with the basketball. To Julius Randle. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Thompson. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Payton. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Knight into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Short jumper off the mark.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
You've got to get that one to go. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
To Evans. Gibson rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Runner here won't go. Got it.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Marcus Morris. John Henson. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Count the basket at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Not that time. To Gibson. And count the basket inside.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point basketball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Oh, they called a foul, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
To Love. Kevin Love. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Ellington here against Knight. To Marcus Morris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Evans. Marcus Morris able to recover with the block. And they pounce. 4-3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Count the basket inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Possession lies with New York. To Marcus Morris. Going to launch beyond the arc. What can you say? Morris locked in on that one.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Screen coming. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
Oh, okay. Not at the ballet here, but I'll give it a solid 5 out of 10.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Evans. The drive. Right to the basket. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Brandon Knight has got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Kevin Knox. Gets it in the left corner. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Love. Here comes the screen. Love.
Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
And I'm telling you right now that the defense is playing with fire right here. If they keep giving up open looks, they will not have the lead eventually.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to shuffle things up. Greg Monroe swats it. Colin Sexton slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they are big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
To Monroe. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Greg Monroe.
Good shot, good shot. Hey, buckets. Run. That's top.
To Love.
Shoot it.
Sexton. Here comes the screen. To Love. Julius Randle sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Evans to Colin Sexton. Oh, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That was all ball.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Hayden with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made...
Stuffs it down with authority.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Here comes the screen. To Monroe. John Henson with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Evans. Sexton to Love. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. To Payton.
I got him. Let's go.
Wait on it.
I got help. I got your help.
Around the perimeter to Monroe. Hayden. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Knicks are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. for the New York Knicks. Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Sexton to Evans. Here comes the screen. Runner here won't go down. Deep left corner has a look. Bullock can't connect.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
To Love. Short jumper stays out.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
The big guy, Greg Monroe. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Evans. Nice pass to set things up. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First try, no good. Missed the second as well. The possession lies with New York. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Evans to Colin Sexton. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Julius Randle pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Goes to the left side. For 3, it's Henson with the rebound. Evans to Colin Sexton. Almost unlucky bounce. Kevin Knox to Monroe. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Greg Monroe at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter.
Oh, that's cash.
Clarkson with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. And scores. Strong take.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Evans. To Clarkson. Fires the 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
The big guy, Greg Monroe. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Cavs at the controls. Love. Nice pass to set things up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Couldn't keep it in. It's out off John Henson. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Won't go down. Knocked loose. Knicks have it.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Lays it up and in.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Christian Thompson with the slam.
Good finish.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
New York in control of the basketball. Payton. Probing the defense. Payton.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right.
From long range, it's no good. Shots. Julius Randle finds a spot with the putback.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Knight into the front court. 14-point deficit. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Off the assist.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Payton. To Marcus Morris. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Wesley Johnson trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Payton into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the screen. Elfrid Payton matched up with Knight. To Taj Gibson. Oh, had him going there for a second. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. That's a forced shot from Elfrid Payton. Off the mark. Clarkson with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Almost, but no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Elfrid Payton at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Unable to connect on the free throw. Knight into the front court. His guys down by 9. Runner's good there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Payton with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Taj Gibson. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
I got him.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Knicks have the lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Count it.
You normally don't see that.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Payton into the front court. It's an 11-point game. And the finish at the rim.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Nance. Deep right corner. Here comes the screen. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. And the rebound taken by the big lefty, Monroe. Payton with the basketball. His team on top by 13. Gets it in the left corner. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Five to shoot for Cleveland. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
To Colin Sexton. And the basket good at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Payton. Here comes the screen. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Love. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Larry Nance Jr. trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 68%. Payton. Down low to Monroe. To Payton. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Sexton. To Love.
Good contest.
Rebound taken by the Knicks. Payton into the front court. The lead is 11. To Kevin Knox. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kevin Knox at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one's no good. One more coming. Shot no good. Makes just 1 of 3 on that trip. Sexton to Love. Trying to cash in. Kevin Love. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
To Kevin Knox. 4-3. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Has a look. Johnson with a shot. Won't fall. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Payton. Going to launch beyond the arc. Elfrid Payton is going to get a chance at 3 here. He struggled so far. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second of 3, no good. Missed opportunity. 0 for 3 at the line. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Sexton to Love. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Sexton. Shot from the lane won't go. Payton with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Elfrid Payton at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He struggled so far. Missed it at the line. Gets to the basket and scores.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
New York Knicks basketball.
I got ball. Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up. Here we go. Come here.
Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Love. Look out, Larry Nance Jr. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Clamps on you. Let's go. Go to the roll. Here we go. I got him. Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
To Payton. Fires the 3. Off the iron. No good. To Love. Greg Monroe. Tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Substitution being made in this one. Payton to Monroe. Can't connect.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
run.
That's how. Flex.
Cut. Got it. That's fine. Yep.
New York with 4 to shoot. To Peyton. For 3, he is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
Wait on it. Come on, son. I got you right here. Stop.
Finish that. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. It's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
The Knicks almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen.
Player of the game.
Julius Randle put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Knicks did what great teams do best. Finish.
Game track.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
As you and I both know, Stephen A., the playoffs are a totally different game. You have to be at your highest competitive gear throughout. You got to play every game like you're one away from elimination. I mean, that's the only way to get it done.
Yeah, it's a little extreme, Max, but I hear where you're coming from. The bottom line is the playoffs put an enormous amount of pressure on any player who's made it to the postseason.
Right, and if you can't stand the heat,
still, some like it hot. Take the one, for example. Look at how he's performed. His team claimed another victory at their last game, and it's impressive. So when I look at it from that perspective, I say to myself, in spite of the pressure I mentioned earlier, he still went out, still handled his business. To see someone so young pushing hard to reach the finals, I like that.
Yeah, listen, to put a team on your back and make it to the finals as a rookie, you can count the players who have done that in the history of the game on one hand.
But the possibility remains that he might do it.
Yeah, maybe. If he keeps playing like this, maybe. But don't forget who he's up against in these playoffs. They're stacked.
He's played against a lot of superstars before, and here's the bottom line. If he keeps playing like this and have victories like the one he just had, we could be looking at a champion in the making.
As you and I both know, Stephen A., the playoffs are a totally different game. You have to be at your highest competitive gear throughout. You got to play every game like you're one away from elimination. I mean, that's the only way to get it done.
Yeah, it's a little extreme, Max, but I hear where you're coming from. The bottom line is the playoffs put an enormous amount of pressure on any player who's made it to the postseason.
Right, and if you can't stand the heat,
still, some like it hot. Take the one, for example. Look at how he's performed. His team claimed another victory at their last game, and it's impressive. So when I look at it from that perspective, I say to myself, in spite of the pressure I mentioned earlier, he still went out, still handled his business. To see someone so young pushing hard to reach the finals, I like that.
Yeah, listen, to put a team on your back and make it to the finals as a rookie, you can count the players who have done that in the history of the game on one hand.
But the possibility remains that he might do it.
Yeah, maybe. If he keeps playing like this, maybe. But don't forget who he's up against in these playoffs. They're stacked.
He's played against a lot of superstars before, and here's the bottom line. If he keeps playing like this and have